welcome to Behind the Business podcast. I'm your host, Anna, and I have one of our guests with us, True Vinci. He's the owner of a clothing brand as well as being an artist. I am truly excited and thrilled to have you here today. So, without further ado, we're going to jump right into some questions to get behind your business.
Uh,
So, first question, can you tell us about your journey as an artist slash clothing brand owner? Like, what inspired you?
Damn, it's a lot of things that inspire me though with my artists and being an artist and running the clothing brand.
Mm-hmm.
Clothing, I kind of got tired of like the things that was like trending. I felt like a lot of clothing brands don't put much effort into their clothing and it lacks a lot of creativity that I feel like they miss out on. So I wanted to be that brand that's always like doing the extra to make it stand out. So that's how I came with the brand. That's really what motivated me to do the brand. And then as for music wise, I felt the same with music. I feel like music didn't really have that. There was a point in music like a couple years ago, like it ain't have that in it. So
Yeah.
I wanted to try to attempt to like be that person to just change around the music a little bit. So
Okay.
yeah. So
And then how did you get your name for your business distinct? Did it fall
um
into the whole trying to be different? Or
so the original name was One Kind.
okay.
And I really got that name because, like, growing up, everybody would always say the way how I dress and certain things. I would always do customized things for myself. So
Mm,
if I'm going out, I would make like custom shoes or I'll make like a custom sweater or a custom hat.
mm,
And they'll always be like, yo, you always standing out or
yeah.
you always different. Everybody always say that I'm different. So I just got a synonym. Like I have like sketches from when I was like sixth, seventh grade when I
Oh
wanted to
wow.
start a clothing brand
Mhm.
and the name was One Kind, and then that was the character. I had the character Felix there.
Mhm.
I was in sixth grade, seventh grade when I drew the character, and one day I was just going through it, and I was like, I think One Kind is kind of, I don't know, and it really fit me.
Mhm.
So I was looking up synonyms for One Kind, and then I got Distinct, and I was like, I like how that sound.
Okay.
So I stuck with that name since, and now
Okay.
boom, we here.
Okay. Okay. So what influences your design choices? Like how do you come up with your designs for your clothing and.
What influenced my character? My character name is Felix.
Mm,
Felix is Rome. No, it's Latin for fortune and happiness.
okay.
So that's why I named him Felix. Um, the design behind it, if you really pay attention to the logo, like what made his skin color gray was because I liked how the old style cartoons
Oh yeah, yeah.
they used to draw every single scene. Like
Mhm.
if the character is moving like one leg, they had to draw
Yeah.
that. And I always liked how every cartoon was different because you had to do way more drawing than it is these days. Nowadays, it's just like you can see a lot of animators and a lot of animations is repeated. You ever seen like a bunch of cartoons that look similar? Like they would
Yeah.
have like the
Yeah.
same
Yeah.
smile, or it'll be like the same sequence, but it's different
Definitely.
cartoons. So I feel like a lot of artists. I'm not knocking anybody for like reusing like animations and stuff, but
Mhm.
I liked the creativity it had back then. So I made the skin color black and gray. But Felix is literally an inspiration of like the Mario mushroom with an 80s haircut,
He does look like the Mario
Astro
mushroom.
Boy, Pac-Man, Mega Man, Sonic, Mario. It's like a bunch of cartoons that I liked and like old school game characters
And put
that
it
I
into
just
one.
fused into one like from my imagination.
Did you
So
I'm sorry to cut you off. Whoever made your logo for you, did you tell them that that was your idea or did you do it yourself?
now I made my logo.
Oh, you made your own
Yeah, I
logo?
drew
I
my
did
logo.
not know that. I thought I was wondering. I'm like, who's this graphic designer? Because
Nah,
I'm
I drew
like,
my logo. I draw
really?
all my designs. Like I'll probably hire somebody to polish it up,
Hmm.
but like I draw all my designs. Yeah.
Wow. Okay, that's really good. Okay.
So yeah, I could draw too. That's like a hidden
Okay.
talent. I could draw too.
Okay. So walk us through the steps of conceptualizing an idea to bringing it to life.
It was low key by accident.
Okay.
I threw me Me, Courtney, and Isaiah threw a party, Rep Your Flag, at Golden Hall.
Oh my god, I remember those days.
And I made a sweatsuit. I
Mm,
had the logo, I had the word distinct, and I made one sweatsuit. I went to H&M, I bought a blank sweatsuit,
mm,
and I had my boy Paris. He had on my embroidery machine,
mhm,
and I asked him to put my logo on the embroidery machine. So he put my logo on the embroidery machine. He put it on my sweatsuit, and I wore the sweatsuit to the party.
mm.
Everybody was asking me where I got that sweatsuit from.
How long ago was that?
This was like 6 years ago, 6, 7 years ago.
Okay.
Everybody was asking me, where did you get that sweatsuit from? That sweatsuit was fire. Everybody kept asking me in the party.
Mhm.
What I told them is my man's brand because I was still scared to jack the brand as my own.
Really?
So I told them it was my friend brand. And
Which
then I
friend you
got
told them it was?
I ain't telling him it was, I ain't saying name. I was like, yo, this my son brand.
Oh, okay, okay.
And then there was like, yo, tell him I want one. Tell him I want one. Like, yo, I want one in gray. I want that same one. So
Mhm,
I found a wholesale manufacturer in the city. I think it was on 34th or
mhm,
somewhere over there. I got a couple black and gray sweatsuits and I was selling them. And I was like, yo, this my bro brand. And I was just
mhm,
selling them something. After a while, after I sold like 20, 30 sweatsuits
mhm.
and it was still going crazy, I was like, all right. Because at first it was just distinct. Then after a while, I was like, okay, matter of fact, I'm going to add distinct by true.
Mm.
So from then, that's when I was like, all right, that was really my brand.
Now they know it's yours because
Now they
like you
know it's
added the
mine.
little.
So I added the by true. And then from then, it's been good ever since. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I like that. Okay. So, can you share one of your pieces that holds special meaning to you? Like, what's the story
Damn, I don't
behind
even
it?
got it on me.
What, Felix, right?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I wish you
I
brought
left
him.
it home, but my mascot head. And if you guys go on my page, Distinct by True, you'll see the mascot head. But that's like, that mascot head is like my heart.
Mhm.
Because if people knew me, like, when I was younger, I used to dance in mascot costumes when I was younger.
Really?
Yeah, like, if you ever seen, like, a viral video, like, to Valor Like Salad with the
I was
Sesame
just about
Street,
to say that.
yeah,
Why I
that
feel
was
like I
my
remember
company. Yeah, that was the company. I used to work for a company called Say Cheese.
Mhm.
And then they used to have us in these costumes sweating all the time, yo, bro. Yo, I have fun with that business though. I have fun. I was in the mascots. We did Power Rangers,
No,
Mickey
not the Power
Mouse.
Rangers.
Yeah, we was getting crazy in all of those. Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. They had me at Elsa, all that.
And Elsa.
Yeah, I used to do Elsa.
We gotta see videos of that.
I'm
Oh my
telling you, I have
god.
videos in that crazy. And when I started my brand, like later down the years, like probably like 2, 3 years after I really started it,
Mm,
I was like, I basically took the idea from how I used to be in the mascots and
yeah.
stuff like that. So I said, yo, I should make my character into a mascot. And then I found a manufacturer that make mascot heads and I paid for it to get made.
Mhm.
I got 2 heads now.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay. But the same thing or like what?
Same thing. There's just one is like a big, big head, and then one
Mhm.
is like a smaller head. I made the head a little bit smaller so that it could be more
You
easier
could
to
walk
travel
around and
with. Yeah.
travel. Okay. Dang,
So
I wish you brought it
the
next time.
mascot head, yes, that's my heart right there. That's
Okay.
really
I
I
think
love
all
that
your
mascot
photo
head.
shoots they have the
The
mascot with
mascot
it,
head,
like
yep.
the staple,
Yeah, he
basically.
is the staple. He's the staple.
I love it.
He's the he's the aura.
Mhm.
Like when I'm in him, when
Mm.
people ask who's in him, and it'd be me, but
It
nobody
is.
believes me.
You know, it's funny. So I sent somebody an Instagram today. They was like, "All right, where's the person at?" And I was like, "I don't know. He's not on
Nah,
this page."
yeah.
Nah.
But I like that though, that people don't think it's me,
Mhm.
but it's that me. But sometimes now I'm gonna switch it up though. Now I'm a randomly do a shoot one day with
Mhm.
just me and the mascot, and then have people figure out like who's in there,
Oh my god.
and I'm
Okay.
gonna never tell them.
That's a big mascot. How long does it take for them to make that or manufacture?
That took like 4 months to get to me. I don't know how fast they make it now, but when I first made it, it really took like 4 months.
Mhm.
So I had to stall with drops and drops and drops
Yeah.
until it came. And when it came, it was lit. It
Okay.
was
Okay.
super lit.
Okay, I like that. Okay. So tell us about some challenges in your journey. Like, how do you overcome them? Have you ever had any difficult customers? How did you deal with it, or how do you deal with it?
I'm not gonna lie.
And don't hesitate. It's a safe space. You're
Nah,
good.
I'm not gonna lie. Honestly, I don't know if it's because people just rock with me,
Mhm.
but I have not had a bad customer yet.
Mhm.
Like I would say 98% of my customers like their products for
Mhm.
the most part.
That's really good.
So I never really had a complaint. I probably had like a customer say they want like a refund or something.
For what?
Um, I think the size that I gave them was too big. They
Mhm.
thought they was that size.
Mhm.
And even on my website, I don't do refunds.
Mhm.
Everything is final. Obviously, the person didn't read, but I just gave them back their
They
refund
never read
because I don't
anyways.
want to. Yeah, I don't really do the back and forth. The money gonna come back anyway, and somebody else gonna buy that anyway.
Mhm.
So I don't mind that. So
Why do you think your response rate, as far as like you don't get that negative feedback, or like is the way it is?
I feel like I don't get negative feedback like that because people see that I really do put time and quality into my work. Even to the point like when I get like bulks of like orders and stuff, like I literally unpack all the orders, I inspect them all myself
Wow.
to make sure like they're good for the customer, and then I sample my stuff. So I would keep like if a manufacturer, one thing about manufacturers, they really like to rush. They
Mhm.
rush, like they rush bad. So I would get a sample, and if I don't like the sample, I'll have them keep redoing the sample. Like for example, my short sets in the summer,
Mhm.
I was been supposed to have those shorts. Those shorts took
Mhm.
4 months to come.
4?
Yeah, it took 4 months to come. I ordered them in February.
Mhm.
They took longer than 4 months. I ordered them in February. I got them in May.
Mhm.
That's
But
how long it took.
damn, so it's not good.
So so with that though, I had them resample it like 4 times.
Do they ever get annoyed when you have
They
to
get
keep
annoyed
resampling?
bad, but it's like I'm paying you.
Yeah,
I'm
it's your
paying you for
brand.
this, and this is my brand, and this is how I want it to be made. So if it's not to perfection, then I don't
Mhm.
want it. But they like to do things like, and I want to tell a lot of people that starting their brands don't fall for it either. They like to do things like, okay, we messed it up in the sample, but we're gonna fix it after you
When
send us the
they,
money for the
yeah.
bulk. And I tell them, no, I want my sample to be perfect. If my sample is not perfect,
Mhm.
then I'm not giving you the green light for the bulk.
You gotta ask
So
for
they
what
was
you
getting
want.
upset. They sent me like 3, 4 samples. The fourth sample came perfect.
Mhm.
And it's funny, like the first sample, I told them what to fix. The second sample, they gave me the same thing.
So they thought you wasn't gonna peep.
Right. They
Yeah.
gave me the same thing. The third sample, they only did one thing that I asked them to do. They didn't do anything else. And then the fourth sample, that's when they gave me everything that I wanted. And then I was like, okay, cool. Now you could do the bulk production.
Do you use
So
the same manufacturer for those, or for your brand, or like different
um
people?
I separate it
Mhm.
because I don't want to put too much on one person. Because if something happens to that manufacturer,
Yeah.
if you have everything going through them,
Or
it
you have to
slows up
fall back.
everything else. So I have one manufacturer for sweatsuits, one manufacturer for hats, one for t-shirts, one for jackets.
Mhm.
Like I separate all of them. So just in case one thing get messed up, I could still have motion in the others. And the majority of the manufacturers, they make other things too. So your hat manufacturer probably makes sweatsuits too. So if
Yeah.
something happened to your sweatsuit manufacturer, your hat manufacturer probably can make the same thing.
Mhm.
But yeah, you just use them for one specialty that they do, and then
Yeah.
worst case scenario, you just say, okay, I know you guys make hats, but can you just add the sweatsuits too? And then
Okay.
it works like that.
That's good. Okay, okay. So do you feel like you have enough support from friends and family, etc.? Like, do you let their opinions shape your ideas and your next move and so forth?
I would say I do have a very strong support system, but I could say in the beginning, my friends didn't really support me,
Why?
but I'm not mad at that. I can't get mad. I would never get mad that friends don't support in the beginning because they don't see the process.
Mhm.
So, and then the fact that they with you every day,
But don't you think it's more so like, all right, like you see how you said, you don't get mad that they don't support you in the beginning, right? But then when you start getting lit and everything else, that's when they want to support. You don't find that weird?
it is weird, but that's I see it as like having a little sibling. Like you see them grow up every day,
Mhm.
and then you kind of get annoyed at them, and then before you know it, they 21, they in the
Mhm.
same spots as you now,
Yeah.
and then it's like, damn, this person is really growing up. Like
Yeah.
now I can hang with this person now. I kind of see it like that. Like
Okay.
I don't see it as like, damn, I'm not getting support. If you're not supporting me, I hate you. To
Mhm.
be honest, till this day, 98% of my sales is people I don't even know.
Mhm.
People I
That's
don't
usually
know,
how it is,
people I
also.
don't know, people I barely met,
Mhm.
people I probably had one or two conversations with. So
Okay. Okay.
that's really how it goes. I don't really sweat that no more. I feel like when you get over that benchmark,
Mhm.
everything gets easier for you. When you don't expect support, like if they support me, of course, it's love. I appreciate
Yeah.
it. But a lot of friends there are a lot of friends with heavy on the, oh yeah, I got you, bro. You know I'm gonna cop up on this and
And they
that.
don't.
You drop, they don't cop it.
Mhm.
But you got a stranger that's buying it
Yeah.
as soon as
Like
they
that's
see it.
usually how it is. Your strangers are your biggest supporters.
Yeah, like for example, I dropped these hats like last week
Mhm.
and I'm sold out now.
Mhm. As you should be.
But one of my friends hit me up like, yo, bro, can you hold me a hat?
You don't hold hats.
Nah.
You don't hold nothing.
Yeah, I don't hold anything. I don't hold anything for nobody.
Mhm.
You know why? Cause I used to hold hats. I used to hold clothing for my friends.
Mhm.
And they'll be sitting there for weeks and weeks and weeks. And then you ask them about it. Oh, my fault, bro. I don't really want it no more. I bought something else. Da, da. Waste of time.
Yeah.
I don't hold for a soul. If you don't buy it, you don't buy it. If you miss out, you miss out.
Mhm.
You wasting my time.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna waste your time. I don't hold for nobody.
The same one you
Easier
hold
for
and
me.
somebody else could
If
be
I
buying
held for
that.
somebody, if I held for people, there's about 3 to 4 people that told me hold hats for them
Mhm.
last week Friday.
Mhm.
If I was to hold it, they have not hit me up yet. So I'm thinking, if I was to hold it,
Yeah.
I still would have never.
Exactly.
It would have been sitting there. So that makes sense. Friends are not like.
Mhm.
That's another thing too. I feel like friends feel like they're obligated to like special privileges and stuff.
Yo, tell me about
Like
it.
they want like discounts and stuff like that. Like you ain't even put in $1
Yeah.
for me to make these stuff. Like,
They're
and I'm very heavy on quality. So my collections be like thousands of dollars. It's
Mhm.
not no 400, 500.
Yeah.
My collections be like $1,000. Like
Mhm.
I really put time and money into my sweatsuits and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So you don't put in $1 to my brand. You don't do nothing for my brand, but
Yeah.
you want a discount.
Like,
You want a discount because we cool.
that's not even real support.
That's
Like if
so
you
it's
support
so
me, you're
corny.
gonna pay in full. I
It's
hate
so
that.
corny, yeah.
Do you ever feel like you ever had to like be like, you know what, we cool. I might just give you a discount just cause.
In the beginning,
Mhm.
because I just wanted people to be in it.
Mhm. What do you
But
mean being it? As in like, oh,
I just
like
wanted
you're.
people to be in my brand. But I think, excuse me, I think this was like 2, 3 years ago.
Mhm.
I had somebody buy a sample hoodie off of me for
Mhm.
$450.
Right. What was your prices back then?
Now my sample, my full zipper hoodies like 2 years ago was like $100.
Mhm. And
And
that
I had
ain't
a
cool.
sample. I made red, blue, pink, and purple.
Mhm.
But the sample that I made was like off-white cream. I was just doing that to test it out.
Mhm.
Somebody bought that off of me for $450.
That's crazy.
After
What
that,
made
I was
them
like,
buy that for that price?
because it was a one of one.
Mm.
And there was bidding. I had them bid. Somebody said,
Okay.
I got you for 100. Then somebody else commented it was on under a live. I went live on Facebook. Somebody's like, yo, I got you for 100. Then somebody's like, yo, I got you for 200. Then somebody else is like 350.
Oh my
Then
god.
somebody else at 450. And then everybody's like, nah, he got it. So I was like, yo,
So how did
450
you feel
sold it.
after that whole thing? Like, did
Yo,
it make you feel like you the man? Like, you got
I
people
felt great
bidding?
after that. But that's the thing. I don't really get cocky with this business though.
Mhm.
I just like it. It's fun.
Yeah.
Like it's fun. He dead. The guy took a Uber to me, gave me the money in cash, took the sweater
Oh, he
off
was
of
not
me that
playing.
same day. He was not playing. And ever since then, I was like, I'm not giving discounts to nobody no more.
Yeah.
Like it don't
Cause
make
you have
sense.
people willing to pay that price for
Right.
your thing. You don't even need to be offering discounts. Is he still in contact with you?
Yeah, he's still in contact
Does
with
he
me.
cop up a lot?
I don't think he copped up on anything recently, but I
Mhm.
think he in college now. I think he went away to college.
That's cool. Shout
I'm
out to
trying to
you.
remember his name. Yeah,
I was about
shout.
to
He know who
say
he is though. He know who he
he
is
gonna
though.
see
Shout
you.
out his name. He's always changing like his IG and stuff, so I
Yeah,
don't
you
be
can't keep up.
remembering. Yeah.
I feel
So
you. That's good though. People gonna pay for what they want,
for
so
sure, for
that's why
sure.
you just can't.
And from then I was like, nah, I'm not
Hmm.
doing that no more.
Okay, okay. Do you think they ever felt away, your friends, when you didn't offer it, or
They do feel away. You
really?
could tell they don't feel away because they don't buy it. But
That's
it's like, all right, if you don't buy it, somebody else will.
exactly. And
That's
now
it.
you sold out. Sold out. How do you see the future of your brand evolving? Like, are there any exciting projects or collabs happening that we should look out for?
Hopefully we could get another collab with Mac West.
Mm,
They always love that collab.
yeah.
The Halloween collab, Mac West. Hopefully I could get another collab with my boy. He busy though. He be on his own
Yeah.
timing too. So you feel me? I definitely want his brand to flourish as well.
Hmm.
Uh I'm supposed to be having a collab with Voila. Yeah, Voila. And I think I'm supposed to have a collab with Art Gallery. I'm not completely sure. We did a pop-up shop together
Hmm.
and we got the concept for the design. So
Speaking of pop up, you had your first pop up shop like a
yeah.
few ago. How was that?
It was dope. It was dope. It was dope. It was definitely needed. I definitely would do more in the future. I didn't know it was that dope. Shout out to my son Philip for that too, because he the one who convinced me to do it. I didn't really want to do it
Hmm.
because I don't know. I was kind of scared of the outcome
Really?
of yeah. Cause I've been inconsistent with my brand.
Hmm.
So these past couple of drops been like a hit or miss.
Hmm.
But that's only because I've been inconsistent. Now that I'm really more consistent now, I've been seeing a lot of more feedback and engagement. So I know for my next few drops is gonna be very promising.
Okay.
So
So we should be looking out for that
yeah, so
soon.
I got a beanie collection coming soon. It's
Hmm.
called the Moody collection. Y'all been asking for beanies for like 2, 3 years. I was not hearing y'all in the beginning because not because I didn't want to give y'all beanies, is I just never had an idea behind it. But now I have a super fire. I have crazy designs for the beanies. I know y'all gonna love it. I'm bringing back the full zipper hoodies that I sold out on 2 years ago.
Hmm.
I'm bringing them back in a highly requested color because I had them in red, blue, pink, and purple.
Okay.
Everybody was asking for like black and gray. I'm bringing them back in black and gray. It's better material now. It's thicker. It's gonna be the same price. It's gonna be thicker. It's gonna be warmer. And when you fully zip up the hoodie, you could see and breathe through the eyes.
Really?
Yeah.
That's different.
I added mesh in the eyes. You can see and breathe
That
through
is
it. So
different. It's good when people actually take initiative into their work
yeah,
and
definitely,
because
definitely.
it shows and it definitely
Yeah, I
shows.
got beanies coming, and I could give y'all a little teaser for the next sweatsuit color I'm dropping. The next sweatsuit color I plan on dropping is between two colors. We're either gonna do pine green
I knew he was gonna say that.
or we're gonna do chestnut brown, like the
Oh,
Uggs.
chestnut would be cute.
So
It's
we're
fall
more
time.
everybody is more so leaning towards the chestnut brown. So just look out for that. That's definitely gonna be dope.
Okay.
So but the beanies, I know the beanies for sure. The hoodies is definitely gonna go.
Mm,
Cause they went crazy 2 years ago. I feel like it's gonna go crazy again. But I know the beanies is gonna go nuts.
yeah.
The concept behind that is gonna go nuts. So
Okay. So we should be looking out for that. Can't
definitely.
wait. So what advice do you have for aspiring artists or individuals looking to start their own clothing brand?
Um my advice for anybody that wanna start a clothing brand and music too, same thing. Just put originality into your stuff. Put originality into it. As long as you're original, people are always gonna see you're always gonna grab somebody's attention. Like, don't try to follow people. If you want to follow anybody, follow people who's doing numbers. If you follow somebody who's doing numbers, it's okay to take what they're doing and then put your little own twist on it. If you understand what I'm saying, but it's always good to stand out yourself, and be consistent.
Mhm.
Be consistent, but don't be overly consistent. When I mean overly consistent, don't just be putting things out and then it has no base behind it, no structure behind it. Make sure you take your time and really put some quality stuff out there. Same thing with music. Like, make sure you take your time and put some quality stuff out there. Don't just bash out anything. Um, and one thing, this is a problem with me too. Use all your social medias.
Yeah.
You gotta think about it like this. Like, if you post a TikTok video that you dropping some clothing or whatever, and you get 500 likes or 500 views. On average, they say your engagement, you'll get your engagement is supposed to be 10%. So if you have 500 views, that's about like 40 to 50 people that probably might be interested in
Yeah.
actually buying your stuff. So you get 400 to 500 views. You got to think about that. Like I feel like a lot of people be discouraged on like little numbers and stuff. Like 500 people just seen your stuff. Imagine you had a concert and 500 people was there to see your stuff.
Yeah.
You wouldn't view it like that. You'll be like
That's
happy.
true. I never
You
think
understand
of
what I'm
that.
saying? Like you'll be happy if there's 500 people that's
Mm.
watching you. You understand what I'm saying? So don't let the numbers discourage you. Always be consistent and then always put out quality work. Like quality work has like a it has like a sense of it's like a magnet. Quality work, it always gravitates people. Like whether they like it or not,
Mhm.
it always like even if they don't like it, for them,
Mhm.
they'll be like, nah, this is fire.
Mhm.
One of my friends will wear something like this and would
Yeah.
send it to them. Like, yo, you would dead like something. Like,
Yeah.
you ever seen something you didn't like, but you
Yeah.
like, nah, I know if my friend seen this,
Yeah.
they would
That's
like
usually how
this.
it is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it just let it spread like wildfire. Like,
Mhm.
and then I think what people like with my brand too is the way how I move exclusive with my
So
brand.
I was gonna ask you about that. I know when you usually have drops, you'll be like, "I'm just like the hats." You said you only dropping these and that's it.
Yeah.
Like I like the exclusivity. Why did
Like
you do it like that?
cause I want people to miss it. I want you to feel so bad that you missed this collection.
That you should have
That
copped.
next drop, you're not even gonna play with it. And that's really how I pull my customers. Like the customers who missed the drop, they like, damn, like I really played around with this
Mhm.
so bad. So the next drop that he does, I'm gonna make sure I buy it and I'm gonna
Yeah.
buy every color. Like it makes them go crazy the next
Yeah.
drop. So I really have no remorse for anybody who missed out on any of my collections.
That's
I
good.
don't feel bad at all. If you really wanted it, you would have got it.
Yeah.
Same way how y'all get all
I
these other
was just about yep.
designers. Y'all be online for Supreme. Oh yeah, that's another inspiration too. Supreme, Bape, and Cause. Those are also the way how they drop like limited edition
Yeah.
collections and
Yeah.
stuff like that, and it never comes back. You miss out. You miss out. That's
Yeah.
it's over.
Mhm.
And if they do a restock, it's probably like a surprise restock, or like they restock if like too much people is going
Yeah.
crazy about it. I would restock if I get too much request on
Yeah.
something because it's like, why not?
How many hats did you sell out on your
I made like 100 plus hats.
Okay.
So I sold over 100 hats in a week.
That's good. That's
Which is fire. Yeah, I definitely like that. I got another design for the trucker hats. Definitely, I feel like that's fire too. I actually put a little bit more effort into the design,
mhm.
so I should be working on that too. But I'm telling you right now,
Mhm. Yeah.
the beanies
I
is
already
gonna do
know.
it to them. The beanies is gonna do it.
Okay.
The beanies, that's gonna be the one to really make everything
And when
go
should that be
crazy viral.
dropping?
The beanies, I have to do a proper marketing scheme for that. The beanies, I ain't gonna lie, the beanies is about to be here. The beanies is about to be like in my possession very soon.
Okay.
I don't plan on dropping it until it get real nitty gritty. Like when it's really sweater weather, like no hot summer days, random
Mhm.
hot summer days. Cause
Mhm.
yesterday, or I think the day before yesterday was like
Nah, yeah, it was.
super hot when it really get cold. So I'd probably say probably like a month. I would say probably like mid October. I would say probably like mid October
That's not bad.
or early November.
Okay.
Or if everything goes the way how it go, I'll drop it the end of September
Did
if
you
it
come
goes
up
the way
with your
how.
own marketing? Like your
Yeah, I come up with my own marketing. Plus, I take in people ideas and stuff. I also have to work on marketing myself. Like the way how I market is like the exclusive. Like, I would do the modeling casting call, and then
Mhm.
I would do my photo shoots, and then I'll just post it, and then I'll just let people like the followers of the models in the shoot
Yeah.
plus my own followers, and that's really how I spread the wildfire. But
Okay.
to get to people outside of that group, I need to work more on that myself. A lot of
Mhm.
people tell me go into TikTok, so
Definitely.
I'm
TikTok.
definitely gonna invest in TikTok and get my stuff out there a little bit more because I know once it go crazy on TikTok, it's over.
Yeah.
So,
Okay. Okay.
and
Okay.
everybody say like I have like a TikTok-ish kind of brand,
You
like I
do.
like the just the
Like
standoutish, like
Felix alone is like a TikTok. You can be
yeah,
having him in your videos.
like a character. You could really be
Yes.
like a character for real. So
That would be cute. I like that. I'm looking forward to that. And so what goes on like what is one thing that goes on behind your business where people is like they may think it's all good, it's peaches and cream, but it's really not like that. Like one thing.
um it'd be a lot. Just because I don't post about it. people think everything is peaches and cream. Like, nah, like yeah, the manufacturers, the sampling, the communication. Sometimes the manufacturers reply to you whenever they want to reply to you.
Mhm.
Like when you want to drop on a certain date, and then your manufacturer send you a sample, and then the sample is horrible, and then they say stuff like, "Yo, I need like 2 to 3 weeks to fix the sample," and you
Yeah.
planned on dropping that weekend, like all the time delays, all that, like planning for seasons. Sometimes a lot of your products is not gonna come on time. It really do be a lot. That's why like you have to plan like a season ahead. And even when you plan a season ahead, it's still be coming late.
Yeah.
Like these manufacturers, there's a lot of good manufacturers, but I feel like manufacturers take in so much customers. It's like they get caught up in their own
Yeah.
stuff and then like hopping between projects and all
Mhm.
that. So it really does mess them up. Like they are some hard workers, and I
Mhm.
definitely respect them, and I got much love for them because I can't sit in the factory sewing people's
Nah,
stuff
yeah.
all day.
Yeah.
So definitely much love to them because I can't do that. So, and I definitely appreciate them for creating my stuff and giving it the quality that it needs, and making my customers love, make it a lovable
Yeah.
product for my customers. So, and a lovable product for me. So,
Mhm.
I only keep samples.
Mhm.
I don't really keep the actual products.
What
I
if
only keep
somebody wanted
samples.
to buy your hats off of you? Your own gear, you let them?
If I have more, yeah. But if it's sold out, nah. People try to buy this hat off of me
Mhm.
after it's sold out. This is not even the right hat. The actual hat, the words is flipped upside down and inverted. This
Really?
is a sample, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I flipped the words upside down and I inverted it on the actual copies. This is a sample.
Okay.
See, that's what they messed up on.
Oh, so you wouldn't even
Yeah,
care.
so
Okay.
you wouldn't know this because it's me. Like I
Yeah.
study. It's different too. Since I make my own designs and I do all this and that, it's like I know every single spec, like that manufacturers get away with a lot of other brands because they
How
don't make
did
their
you
stuff.
get into that? Like as far as knowing like what to pay attention to or what details and stuff, like you just did your
Like
own
I
research?
draw my yeah, I did all my research. I'm not gonna lie. That's why when people ask me for like help with clothing brands and stuff, like I don't mind helping them because I had to teach myself a lot. Because
Mhm.
when I was starting my clothing brand, I was asking a lot of people that was running clothing brands how to do this and how to do that, and they just kept giving me the most generic answers. Oh, you gotta work hard. You gotta
Yeah.
search up. You gotta do
They don't
this.
like to give the
Like
the
I
sauce
don't
or
know.
whatever.
I don't know why you don't like to give the sauce. Anybody who asks me like how to start up a brand. I give them all the information I know. I don't care, you feel me? But it's a little bit different when you trying to start up a clothing brand and then you want me to give you the exact
Nah,
manufacturers that
yeah.
I'm working with. That's a little weird. I'm still gonna give it to you because I really don't care.
Yeah.
But it's like you really just trying to follow the exact
Yeah.
same thing that I'm doing.
Yeah.
It's like, I mean, I guess, but I'm still help you though, for
Mhm.
sure.
Okay, that's good. So we're gonna wrap this up. I appreciate you for coming onto my podcast. He's one of my first guests today. I
Definitely,
thank you so much.
for
You guys
sure.
can tune in for our next episodes coming up. We're gonna have episodes like every week. We'll be having guests coming every week. If you have anybody or your own self, you have a business and you want to come on the show, feel free to email us or DM us, and you can join.
Yeah, it's your boy True Vinci clocking out. TRUVINCHIIG. Distinct by True. Distinct BYTRU. Holla at me. I'm dropping in a couple of weeks. So
All right,
you
so be
already
on
know
the
what's up.
lookout for that. And thank you guys for coming to Behind the Business.